Hi guys, I hope you're all doing okay. Sorry, I'm just checking that everything's on. So today we're going to be looking at an extract and how we're going to analyse that extract. And we're going to be looking specifically at Romeo and Juliet, but all of the skills that we discuss will be applicable to any Shakespeare extract that you read or are going to read. Okay, so what are we going to do in today's lesson? So first of all, we're going to discuss ways of making understanding Shakespeare easier for you guys, because I understand that for some of you at least, it may seem like it drones and you don't understand it. So let's do that now. So here are some of the top tips that I found used to help me, and they might be able to help you as well. So as we can see down here, we have a screenshot from the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet film. Now, although this is a modern reinterpretation of Romeo and Juliet, it can still be really helpful in you understanding it because it still uses all of the language from the original play. In addition to this, you get a feel for the emotions and that are being expressed because you can see the actions that are going along with it. So watching that could be really helpful. Plus, it's a really good film. So it might even, dare I say, make you enjoy Shakespeare a little bit more. Okay, so if we just put that down here, you guys can copy it or anything and have a watch. There we go. Ooh. Sorry for the spell error, guys. I just can't seem to fix it. Anyway. So another thing that you could do that might help you is just do a quick summary. So if you're using an extract specifically, you can take 5 minutes just to read through it and then in your own words describe what you think it means, or just give a really quick synopsis of it. And that way, when you're actually going through it in more detail and you're trying to find all of the techniques, it's easier because you've already got a gist of what the meaning behind it is. So that can be a really helpful tool. And finally, you've got so many great study guides out there, or learning materials and stuff like that, but Pearson especially, and also Edexcel and AQA, they do make some really good study guides. And the good thing about them is that next to extracts and next to plays, they put in little hints and tips, and they also kind of give what they think it means. And so you can look at it and go, oh wow, I didn't realise that before. And so it might just shed a little bit more light on things for you. There we go. So if you want to use any of those things, or you need links to some of the study guides, just put in the chat and I will give you some links to some good ones or anything like that if you want a little bit of extra help. Okay, so next what I would like you guys to do, if you see here, we've got just a list of some of the techniques that you can find in some Shakespeare play. Don't be put off if you don't find some of these in this specific extract, because you're not guaranteed to find them all. But what I would like you guys to do is just take 5 or 10 minutes just to go away and look up the definitions of any of those that you don't understand. And then when we come back, if you guys have any questions at all, or if there's still some of them that you're just not too sure about the wording of it and you're not too sure whether you understand it, just let me know and we can go through it together. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Okay, so does anybody have any questions at all about what you've looked up or need anything clarified? No? Okay. Okay, so next, it's obviously important to know what those techniques are, but just knowing what they are isn't really going to help you in the extract. What you want to do is identify them and then try and figure out what they mean, or what Shakespeare is trying to tell us by using them. Okay, so if we just take one example, you can see here the use of metaphor, with Juliet comparing her lips to two blushing pilgrims. So if we read this as a whole, okay? If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss. So here we can see that the use of metaphor is integral in expressing Juliet's emotions. And it, the symbolism and the images that it evokes in the reader or the audience allows us to see the effect that Shakespeare wants. He wants us to understand that this is an emotive passage. This is the meeting of two lovers. Okay? And you've got blushing, you've got description. I mean, there's so many different ways to unpack it, but that's just one of them. So I'd like you guys to spend a couple of minutes now just going through, highlighting anything that you find interesting. If you see any of those literary techniques or any more that you guys know about, then highlight them and we can come back and just have a quick look and discuss what they mean. Okay, so, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. No worries. Okay, so there's a lot in this passage to unpack. That's why examiners choose it for you. They're not going to give you a passage where there's nothing to find. So if you read it through once and you can't find anything, don't be discouraged. Just read it through again, and things might become a little bit clearer. Anyway, if any of you guys have any queries, please email me or let me know in the chat, because the last thing I want is for you guys to just sit in confusion and just be thinking, oh my goodness, what is going on? And also, I'd really encourage you guys, if there's anything to do with your English, specifically that you think you struggle with, please let me know as well, because then we can spend a session going through that and hopefully clarify things for you. Because, not everybody's weaknesses are the same. Everybody has an aspect of English literature that they find more difficult or a little bit more challenging. So don't be discouraged and please let me know. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the lesson for today. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you next time.